Welcome back to Books and Brews, Tales from the Frozen Tundra, where Packer stories are poured one pint at a time.
Yeah, and it is a genuinely perfect morning to be pouring something warm, honestly.
Oh, absolutely. It is Thursday, June 18th, 2026.
Mm-hmm.
We are recording live right inside Drecky Yard Studios here in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
And if you're looking out the window right now, you know exactly what kind of day it is.
Yeah, those morning showers are still kind of lingering. We're looking at a high around 70, low around 51 today, with, I think, a 40% rain chance.
Something like that, yeah. But it's nice. The streets are all wet. We've got those leftover clouds hanging low.
Right, there's just this really calmer feeling settling in after yesterday's storms rolled through.
It's the perfect weather to just hunker down.
It really is.
Yeah.
So wherever you are, we hope you're settling in with a hot coffee or pouring a tea or, cracking open a cold beer.
Yeah.
Because we have so much to get into today.
We really do. But before we dive into the main sources today, we have to talk about the buzz from minicamp.
Oh, man. Yeah, we have to. Because yesterday, there was this one sequence that I literally cannot stop thinking about.
In the 11 on 11 drills, right.
Yes.
Okay.
Jordan Love completely sold a handoff. I mean, everyone bought it.
Classic misdirection.
Exactly. Then he rolls hard to his left, completely resets his feet while still on the move, which is so hard to do, and just launches this absolute laser.
A deep throw right back across the entire field.
Right across the field. And he hits Jaden Reed perfectly in stride down the right sideline. It looked like it would have easily been a 70-yard touchdown.
It's those kinds of moments that just make everyone on the sideline totally freeze, Just exhale and shake their heads.
Seriously. But what's so fascinating about a play like that is what it does to the fans.
Oh, absolutely. The psychological aspect of it is huge because, realistically, that was just one single flash in a June practice.
Right. It means literally nothing in the actual standings.
Exactly. But in the minds of the fans, that flash becomes an image they carry with them.
It's like a visual anchor.
Yes, a visual anchor for the entire long off-season. Our brains just crave those specific images to hold on to hope.
Which, honestly, is the perfect transition into the theme of today's deep dive.
Because we're talking about visual anchors today.
Right. Just like how that 70-yard pass becomes this unforgettable image defining the summer, certain fans become the unforgettable faces that define this franchise's culture.
And that's what Episode 5 is all about.
Exactly. You are listening to Part 5 of our 8-part series. We're exploring the Faces of Fandom chapter from the sources.
Because in Part 4, we looked at fans who turn their fandom into, full character identities.
Right, the psychology behind that.
Yeah.
But today, we're shifting gears to look at 3 very specific, unforgettable faces in the community.
Mm-hmm.
The creative faces, the historic faces, and the legacy faces.
And it's so important to remind everyone where this source material is coming from.
Oh, definitely. The Kickstarter campaign.
Right. All of these stories are pulled directly from the Kickstarter project for the book Tales from the Frozen Tundra. And you need to know, it's an all-or-nothing campaign.
Which means if it doesn't hit the goal, it doesn't happen.
Exactly. It has a $3,000 goal. If we hit it, the book gets funded and printed. If it falls short, nobody is charged at all.
So the preservation of these stories relies entirely on the community stepping up.
Yeah, which is why we want to highlight exactly what you're funding.
So let's get right into it with our first subject. We are looking at the ultimate creative face of the Packers fan base. We're talking about Bee, who is known everywhere as CleoPacker.
Now, Bee's name should definitely sound familiar if you've been with us since the beginning.
Oh yeah, back in episode 1, we talked about how Bee actually helped design and physically create the original St. Vince robes.
Right. She basically helped shape one of the most famous legends in the tailgate lots.
But today, we're putting the spotlight entirely on her. We're focusing on Bee's own identity as CleoPacker.
And knowing her style, I feel like you've brought something pretty unique for the drink pairing today.
Oh, you know I did. I have poured us what I'm calling Cleo's Packer Pour.
Wow, okay. I can smell the spices from over here. What is this?
It is an Egyptian-inspired spiced coffee. It is so good.
Egyptian-inspired. That fits the CleoPacker theme perfectly.
Right. The base is a really dark roast, but I've blended it with cinnamon, cardamom, vanilla, and a bunch of honey.
Oh, wow. And what's on top?
That is freshly steamed cream, and I ducted it with golden sugar. It's regal, it's warm, it's sweet, but it is super bold.
That is just a phenomenal pairing. I love the word regal there because that perfectly captures the energy Bee brings to the stadium.
It really does. She has this incredible architectural presence.
Because when you look at CleoPacker, she isn't just wearing a costume. Bee is a genuine visual architect.
Seriously, she didn't just go buy this outfit off a rack.
Not at all. She painstakingly hand-linked literally thousands of discarded aluminum beer tabs.
Just to construct this shimmering metallic armor.
Green and gold armor. It's fully articulated, too.
Okay, wait, let's unpack that process because that is wild.
It's an insane amount of work.
She basically took tailgate, trash-like, the tabs from thousands of beers people drank in the lot, and engineered it into royalty.
Yes. She turned the byproduct of the party into the centerpiece of the community.
That is just brilliant. But practically speaking, how does she actually wear a suit made of metal in Green Bay?
That's where her practical engineering comes in. The CleoPacker identity is highly modular.
Oh, so she can adjust it.
Exactly. She designed the linkage so she can wear light layers underneath during those warm, 85-degree September games.
But then December hits.
Right, and it has enough give that she can fit heavy winter gear under it for sub-zero December playoffs, all without breaking the visual illusion.
That's amazing. But I do have a question about the social side of this.
Sure. What's on your mind?
Doesn't wearing something so elaborate and metallic, literally clinking when she walks, doesn't that create a barrier?
You mean like it isolates her?
Yeah, exactly. Does it create a wall between her and, the regular tailgater just wearing a hoodie and grilling a burger?
It's a fair question, but the sources actually show it does the exact opposite.
Really?
Yeah. Her creativity doesn't isolate her at all. Bee has this incredibly joyful, welcoming personality.
So she draws people in.
Exactly. The armor acts like a beacon. It's social lubrication. It makes her the absolute royalty of the tailgate, turning her creativity into this lasting visual memory for everyone who meets her.
That is so cool. She's creating memories out of aluminum. And if you want to see these incredible photos of Bee, you have to support the book.
The Kickstarter for Tales from the Frozen Tundra is live right now.
And it features 21 distinct superfans, completely original interviews, exclusive photos, and over 400 pages of real Packers fan stories.
It really is the ultimate archive, so go back to Kickstarter today.
So if Bee is our creative face, sort of designing the modern tailgate, our next subject is the historical face.
The one anchoring us to the past.
Exactly. We are turning to Bruce Roehsner, who is known everywhere as the Acme Packer.
The Acme Packer. It's such a classic look.
It really is. And to pair with Bruce Roehsner's old school vibe, we are shifting to the Acme Afternoon Tea.
Oh, tea this time. What's in it?
It's a Wisconsin honey black tea. I added some apple, cinnamon, vanilla, lemon peel, and just a dash of maple.
That sounds incredibly comforting.
Right. It's simple, it's sturdy, and it's friendly. It feels exactly like someone handing you a warm thermos while you're standing in the sleet at a rainy tailgate.
That is the perfect way to describe Bruce Roehsner. Sturdy and friendly.
Because his Acme Packer identity is a total throwback.
Oh, absolutely. He represents the gritty black and white era of the 1921 Acme Packers.
Way before the modern NFL shine.
Yeah, long before the giant video boards and the billion-dollar stadiums.
And what blows my mind about Bruce Roehsner is how handcrafted his fandom is.
It's incredible. He taught himself how to make it all.
Literally. He tracked down an old Singer sewing machine, learned how to use it, and hand-stitched heavy canvas and leather to make his throwback gear.
It's that manual labor aspect that really grounds the whole identity.
But here's where it gets really interesting for me, and I want to push back on this a bit.
Okay, go for it.
He is basically a walking, talking time machine.
Yeah, pretty much.
But doesn't dressing like a 1921 football player make him seem more like, I don't know, a museum exhibit rather than an actual fan?
You'd think so, but no. Bruce Roehsner's personality completely prevents that. He is so incredibly approachable.
He doesn't come off like he's giving a history lecture.
Not at all. He doesn't lecture, he invites conversation. When a kid walks up and points at his leather helmet, he uses that to share a piece of classic Packer spirit.
Oh, that's great. So he makes it accessible.
Exactly. He keeps the past visible. He proves that loyalty totally transcends generations.
I love that. He's keeping history alive in the parking lot.
And speaking of keeping the community accessible, we need to mention another incredible part of this Kickstarter project.
Oh, you mean the ASL feature?
Yes, the Signs from the Frozen Tundra feature. This is a dedicated ASL learning section in the book.
Which was totally inspired by Jeff Payton, right? The ASL cheesehead.
Exactly. Inspired by him and the whole Deaf Packers community. It's all about emphasizing communication, accessibility, and inclusion for every fan.
That is such a vital addition to the book.
It is. And you can support that feature by grabbing one of the tiers on the Kickstarter. They've got the digital edition, the signed paperback, the signed hardcover, and the cheesehead supporter tiers.
So go check those out. All right, so we've talked about B as the creative face and Bruce Roehsner as the history face.
Which brings us to our final subject for this deep dive.
Right. If Bruce Roehsner wears the history, our next fan literally houses it. Let's look at the legacy face of Green Bay,
We are talking about Wayne Sargent.
the ultimate Packer fan himself. And for Wayne, I brought out the Carry the G cream ale.
Ah, the official Cheesehead TV cream ale. Perfect choice.
It is so smooth, classic, and just easy drinking. It is perfectly made for game days, gathering over stories, and eating brats hot off the grill.
Honestly, you can't have a tailgate without good brats and a cream ale. But the name of that beer, Carry the G, is so fitting for Wayne.
It really is. His whole story is about carrying Packers' memories, loyalty, and dedication forward.
And his devotion is literally lifelong. It started when he was just a kid in New Hampshire.
Watching on a flickering TV, right?
Yeah. And that devotion just grew and grew until he was eventually inducted into the ESPN Fan Hall of Fame.
Earning the title, the ultimate Packer fan.
Exactly. But the most incredible part of Wayne's story is the shrine.
Oh man, the shrine. We have to talk about the shrine.
It is a jaw-dropping collection of memorabilia.
Calling it a collection almost feels like an understatement. It slowly took over his entire house.
It literally houses the history.
But reading about this, I have to ask, is he just a guy hoarding expensive football gear?
See, that's the natural assumption, right? But I want to firmly push back on that.
Okay, why isn't it hoarding?
Because the shrine is not a sterile museum. Wayne is a living archive.
A living archive. I like that.
Hoarding is about keeping things hidden away. Wayne does the opposite. He literally lets kids touch the memorabilia.
Wait, really? Kids touching rare collectibles?
Yes. He lets people lean on tables that are covered in priceless signatures.
That gives me so much anxiety just thinking about it.
I know, right? But he does it because he believes the connection between people is vastly more important than the physical objects themselves.
Wow. So he's using the items to build community.
Precisely. He preserves the memory, the loyalty, the legacy, all of it. He ensures the history is carried forward through human warmth, not just behind a glass case.
That is just phenomenal. He's facilitating family and community. And if you want to secure your piece of this community's history, you need to check out the premium Kickstarter tiers before they close.
They have some amazing rewards left.
Yeah, they've got the Superfan editions, the Frozen Tundra Man editions, and even VIP tailgate experiences in Lot 1.
Plus some exclusive collector rewards that you really don't want to miss.
So just to recap what we've explored today, these three fans truly represent the unforgettable faces of Packers fandom.
They anchor the whole culture.
B is our creative face, literally building visual joy. Bruce Roehsner is our historical face, handcrafting a bridge to 1921.
And Wayne Sargent is the legacy face, turning his home into a living archive.
But remember, none of this history gets published unless the Kickstarter hits its goal.
Right. I have to give one final reminder. It is an all-or-nothing campaign with a $3,000 goal. We need your support to make it happen.
Absolutely. And you'll definitely want to support it because wait until you hear what we have lined up for Episode 6.
Oh, Episode 6 is going to be so much fun.
We are diving into the joy of Titletown. I'm not going to spoil the details, but we are going to feature Greg Jens, who is the Titletown clown.
A legend.
We'll also talk about Brian Neubauer, the Green Bay Minion, and Seth Alcola, Master Cheese.
The sheer joy in those stories is just incredible. You'll definitely want to tune in for that.
So go back to the Kickstarter and get ready for the next deep dive.
You know, we've spent this entire time talking about the faces that define the last 50 years of fandom. The physical things like beer tabs, leather, and living room shrines.
Yeah, very tactile things.
But it really makes you wonder, as football becomes more digital, more virtual, what will the unforgettable face of a fan look like 50 years from now?
That is a wild thought.
Will it still be made of beer tabs and canvas, or will it be something we can't even begin to imagine yet?